If your lead or prospect tells you that they can't afford to invest right now, they're not telling you the truth. In this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly why your lead or prospect is lying to you and how you can get them to tell you the truth. Let's be honest, we've all heard, I haven't got the money, I can't invest right now, money's a little bit tight. And who can blame them for wanting to hold on to their money? In the last 4 years alone, we've had the COVID-19 pandemic. Inflation is crazy, the economy's falling apart. No wonder people want to hold on to their money. But just because people don't have cash to burn doesn't mean that they can't invest. Imagine this. If I offered to sell you a Ferrari right now for £10,000, no tricks, no ties. You give me £10,000, I give you a Ferrari. Anyone of sound mind would take the deal. Even if you didn't have cash, you would do whatever you could to get your hands on that £10,000. Why? Because you know that that Ferrari is worth much more than £10,000. As soon as I give you the Ferrari, you would take that straight to the dealership and sell it for 100,000, 150,000, whatever that might be, and 10x your investment straight away. You could take out a loan, use credit cards, ask a friend or a family member, knowing that in a couple of hours you're going to repay that debt from selling the Ferrari. So, you might be wondering, how does this story tie into my leads and my prospects? The fact of the matter is, money is not scarce. If needed, we all have access to funds, get loans, credit cards, pay on installments, or whatever other means might be available. Now listen, I'm not saying you should tell your clients to take out loans and pay on credit cards, that wouldn't be ethical. But the point is, getting our hands on money is not the problem, money's out there. If your clients had the same certainty about your offer, your support, your program, as they would in that scenario with the Ferrari, then cost would never be an objection because they'd see more value in your offer, your service, than they do with that money in their pocket. But if they're using cost as a reason, what they're really saying is they don't believe that your offer and your service is going to get them to where they want to be. Of course, it depends on the service and the offers that you have. For example, if your offer is to help someone get a financial return, maybe you're in marketing or you're a business coach, what your prospect is saying when they use price or cost as a reason not to invest is that they don't believe they're going to get a return on their investment, or at least that the return is not going to be as quick as what they need. However, if your offers are non-financial, maybe you're a life coach or you help with internal transformations, when your prospect says that cost or price is the reason they can't move forward, what they're really saying is they don't see enough value in your offer and they value saving money more than your support. Because let's be honest, everybody spends money every day. There's estimated that £4 trillion is spent in the economy every single day. So your lead and prospect are going to be spending money, but they have to decide where they're going to spend. And people get into debt every single day for the things that they want and desire. For cars, houses, jewellery, clothes. When I first started out in business, the first £10,000 that I spent came from loans and credit cards. I didn't have the money, but I wanted it so badly. Again, I'm not saying that you need to tell your leads and prospects to invest in that way. But what I am saying is getting their hands on money is not the real problem. The real problem is their perception on the investment that they're making. So, to address this, you have to find out what the real problem is. And normally, it comes down to two things. One, they don't believe in you or your offer. They don't believe that it's going to get them to where they want to be. Or two, they don't believe in themselves enough. Meaning, even with your support, they're doubting that they have what it takes. So, if you can ask the right questions and identify which one of these is the problem, your conversation then no longer is about price, but rather about the real issue at hand, and you can address it with the right solution. If they don't trust you or your program, maybe they don't fully understand it, which means then you can address it. Or if they don't trust themselves, you can help them to see how you're going to alleviate their worries and their stress and guide them all the way through the process. Either way, if you can identify what the real problem is, the conversation is no longer about price and you start talking about the real things that are getting in their way. If you found this valuable, subscribe to the channel for more videos.